Okay, we should be good to go. Hi guys, I hope everybody's doing well. Let me just get everything sorted and fixed up here. There we go. Okay, hi Shreya, good to see you. Hi Mars, oh you click so fast. Oh, that's awesome, it's good to see you. Pokefan Bubber, hello, I'm doing well, thank you today. How are you? Hi. I hope everybody is doing well. Hi Zodiac, I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? Welcome, welcome. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started into the checks. As you can see, we're at 550. So let's just get into it. Hi Mars, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm trying to think. I did a little bit of drawing earlier today. I was working on videos for ages, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a little break, and I'm gonna work on a creative project. And I was like, I'm gonna do some drawing, and I'm actually really happy with how it came out. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, and I did a little workout. I'm a little bit sore, but it's okay. It's good. Hi, Pressa. Good to see you. Since the last one was shiny, well, this is the first check of the stream, but it's not shiny, sadly. That would have been awesome. I was first yesterday and today. You were, Shreya. You're on top of it. Good to see you again. I'm racing you. I'm shiny hunting Zapdos. Oh, nice, Snorlax. I wish you luck. Athena, well timed. Was perfect. I got out of the shower like 25 minutes ago. Let's go. That's awesome. I'm glad. Good to see you, Athena. I really love drawing. Yeah, so do I used to do it a lot and then I kind of like stopped for a bit there, but I'm getting back into it. I had this little binder. It's like, what size is it? It's a little, well, I guess a visual diary. It's an A5 because I used to get A4s, but I would tend to not fill the pages. So I ended up switching over and getting, I had a couple A5 ones in the past, but I finally found one with really nice paper because I want to get back into doing color, like color pencil drawings. I mean, I do a lot of like ink and pen and that kind of thing, but I'm trying to get back into doing color. And I did my first attempt at that again today with pencils, and I'm happy with how it came out. So it might be wishful thinking, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do a drawing every day if I can. It's hard. I feel like I'm trying to squeeze more and more stuff into my day, but it's really like, I don't know. There's something about completing a piece of art and just feeling like, that was good. Oppressor says, I started a Pokemon Y save last night, and before I even left Santaloon Forest, I found a shiny Pansy. Did you actually? That's amazing. Congratulations, Oppressor. That's so good. I'm alright, a little tired. Oh, I feel that. I feel that for sure. Well, hopefully you feel a little bit better soon. Saturn, hi. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Sensei's doing a little bit of trolling. You know what was funny? One time they came in, and it was when we got the Trachian, and it was really close to when they said that. I was like, the next check after they said that ended up being the one. Debating between Cobblemon or shiny hunting and DAs. Ooh, that's a tricky one. That is a tricky one. Oh, I don't know. What are you feeling? It's hard because like I wanted to do another Cobblemon stream already. And I was like, oh, I'm really, really tempted. But I was like, we should do a few more checks on Uxie today. So I was like, we'll do that. We'll see how we go. Maybe if we make some good progress today, then I can do tomorrow's stream as maybe Cobblemon. Depending though, because sometimes I'll do a shiny hunt and I'll get in the flow of it. And then I'll just find that I end up wanting to keep working on the shiny hunt. It's so hard. It's like a great problem to have between wanting to play multiple different games. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. I'm going to Fan Expo in three to 4 days. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome, Saturn. Well, I hope you have an amazing time. Have you ended up finishing the cosplay you were working on for that? I know that you said you were working on the headpiece for it. Did that end up getting done? You have a feeling today it'll be shiny? Oh, it's so hard to know. It's always really, really hard to know whenever it comes to shiny hunts because I had a feeling Registeel was going to be over odds, and it was. Trachian, I don't know. I was kind of in the middle with Trachian. I didn't think I'd get it that quick, but I thought I would get it like 3,000 maybe. But this one, I don't know. We're going to have to see. Should I try and go for shiny Pansage or Pampool? I say go Pampool. Go Pampool. I like the water. I haven't finished yet, but I plan Oh, I plan to today or tomorrow since I don't have a bunch left. Oh, that's really good, Sat. Nice, nice. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm really excited because I've got I think I told you guys a little bit ago. I had a little bit of a thing where I finally ended up getting my first proper weapon, like my first proper one, which was Two Beast Katana, and I finally got a little bit of an update on the shipping, so that is exciting. I'm hoping it'll get to me relatively soon. That'd be nice. Kira, hi. Good luck for today's hunt. I'm going out for karaoke. Maybe you'll still be streaming when I get home. Maybe, Kira. That sounds like so much fun. Have an amazing time. Listen, I think if I had a lot of friends, or if I had friends that would do karaoke with me, I would love to do that. That's what I like kind of am like, because when I go to Japan, I'm likely going to be going by myself at this point in time is what I'm thinking, because I don't really have anyone around me who really wants to go. So I'm probably going to go by myself, and I'm like, I really want to go to a karaoke bar. So that's gonna be fun. Gotta keep her on her toes. And that you do, Sensei. That you do. BRB making my daily coffee. Oh, nice. Sounds good. I've got a bottle of water and I've got a Pepsi Max today because I don't know. Pepsi Max is kind of nice. I listen. I'm not gonna sit here and say I might be working out. I might be doing all that. But I can't give up my Pepsi Maxes, okay? I know they're not healthy. I don't drink them because I think that they're better for you because they don't have sugar. I just like the taste, and I'm not gonna lie. They're a good little boost, if you will. But I want to get all the shiny elemental monkeys. Now you should complete the set. Jordan, I found a shiny uncommon marked Drillbur, a shiny peeved marked Raichu, and a shiny Jolteon and a shiny Pachirisu. Congrats, Jordan. That's awesome. I thought I was going to sneeze. Oh gosh. Okay. Jason, hi. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Yeah. It's always funny when the VTuber model has her eyes closed. I love it. I think it's super cute. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is good. A lot of shinies and lots of marks. It's so good. Hi, sure. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Hi. But yeah, let's see what we can do today. As you guys know, I do not have the shiny charm. Not that it affects these hunts, I believe, in Shining Pearl, Brilliant Diamond, but hey, listen, anything could happen. I mean, I'm really hoping that we're gonna get lucky today. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we're able to make some good progress or not. I'm hoping that'll be the case. As I read your chat show where you said you were dead tired, it just made me yawn. Oh, that's funny. Also, you might be able to hear Rhino. He's in my room right now. He's on my bed. So I'm going to have him chilling in here. If he starts snoring really, really loud and you guys hear it, let me know. I'll take him out. But for now, he's sitting cozy. He doesn't want to be alone and everyone else is asleep. So I was like, all right, you can come hang out with me. Why not? I actually was feeling almost like, what's it called? I was kind of feeling like playing a spooky game because I was like, ooh, it's later at night. Like that could be kind of fun. But I didn't really know what to play. So I'm just gonna leave it. But we might do a spooky game again maybe next week, depending, or if I do an extra stream. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I do like playing like scary games and that kind of thing. So it could be quite fun. I haven't gone to sleep at all. Sure. No, that's so sad. You need to get rest. My Verizian hunt took like 300 encounters if I remember correctly. Wow, that's so good. 300? Triple digit shiny hunts are always just like such a little blessing. I can't lie. Like it's one of the best things ever when you get a shiny hunt and it doesn't go into even the thousands, you know? Tony, hi, good to see you. Hey, Buttercup and chat. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well too. Good to see you. Krishan, I'm at the bus stop right now. Oh, be safe, Krishan. Sounds good. Jafronia, hello. Lovely to see you in the stream. I hope you're doing well. So that officially takes care of the shiny evolutions. Well done, Jordan. That's awesome. Hi, Jordan. Good to see you in the stream. I hope you're doing well. All night, a baby trying to fix my sleep schedule by doing a complete reset. Oh my gosh. I've tried to do that so many times. Like, I always try to pull an all-nighter. I try to fix it. It just sucks because I feel like I always slip back into the same sleep schedule of like being awake during when there's no sunlight out. I don't know why. I don't know why. It is just always the way my body wants to go is I want to be asleep during the day. Yep. And then I'll be awake all throughout the night, and I'm always really productive at night, which is like why it's even harder because even if I'm awake during a different period of the day, I don't feel as productive as I do when I am up during the night. I don't know why that happens or what causes that, but if I wasn't a night owl, I probably wouldn't get a lot of stuff done, funnily enough. I mean, obviously there's stuff like grocery shopping, which is always a struggle because I usually have to do that like at very random times here and there, you know what I mean? But even still, for the most part, everything else, I'm like, I'm up during the night. It's nice though because it's quiet. And I've really come to appreciate quiet. So that's the one, I think that's another big bonus about, you know, having my sleep schedule this way, I guess. I guess it's not even really a schedule, it's just the routine. SparkX, hello! I hit Shiny Giratina and Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl under 2k encounters. See, that is nuts. Congratulations. Giratina is a great shiny. I love it. I need to hunt it at some point on the channel. Gravity Merchie, hi! Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. Well, I'll make sure I don't fall into that habit. Yeah, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I try not to. Like, I always have good intentions for my sleep where I'm like, yeah, no, I'm definitely going to be awake. It's going to be fine. I'll get in a good pattern. I'll stay like that. But then what happens is I start to push back when I go to bed later and later and later. And then I get back in the cycle. It's always what happens. And then, I don't know. It's rough. Don't forget to like the live or you'll be cursed to slip on a stick of butter. No! I don't want people to be slipping on a stick of butter. No, but thank you guys already. I think I already got 11 likes, so thank you guys for that. My sleep schedule is good because of your streams, because you stream around 9 a.m. in my time. Oh, really? Well, I'm glad that I'm able to be a little bit of a help. My sister's moving back into my room and we're trying to make it look like the Glimwood Tangle in Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. That sounds really exciting. Mick Rod, hi, good to see you on the stream. I hope you're doing well. Oh, you guys are sweet. Nothing will beat my 51 encounters for Darkrai. I almost fainted. I would have fainted 51? Oh my gosh, for a legendary or a mythical, getting double digits? Nah, I've yet to have that happen for one of those. It does sound cool. Glimwood Tangle is one of the most beautiful areas, I think, in all of the Pokemon games. So that's really cool. I sure sorry to see much odd. No, you guys are sweet. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what else I've got to update you guys on. I feel like because my sleep schedule's all over the place, my what days are which are all over the place, everything's all over the place. I'm trying to think of what's happened since the Minecraft stream. I had a little bit of a look around. I think I should be able to get some of the mods to work that last night didn't want to work. I think I just need to reinstall them and everything like that. And I found a couple other ones I might be interested in trying out. I was also thinking, since we're not there yet, we still got to get through September and the rest of August, but we are getting up to spooky season soon. So I was contemplating whether or not maybe it would be a good idea to play some spooky games in the next couple streams. I don't know. It's hard. I need to technically finish the final night of FNAF, which I know isn't like a spooky game, but you know what I've noticed about scary games is whenever I watch someone else play them, they never quite seem as scary. But when you're playing them, they feel so much more intense. I have to assume it's because you're immersed in it yourself, but even still, it's always a great time. Hi, Live Life Gaming. Good to see you in the stream. I hope you're doing well. 9:40 a.m. for you? Dang. I was going to say, it's nearly midnight for me at the moment. Nearly midnight. I'm on like a complete opposite sleep schedule right now, but it's all right. I usually wake up around 6 and I start my morning at that time. Oh, nice. No, that's good. That's good. I wish I could be someone that was like a really early morning riser and then like, you know, be very productive during those parts of the day. But naturally my sleep schedule doesn't really fall into that. Like I always am awake at 6 a.m., but it's because I've been awake already for like some hours. I found the shiny stack attacker today. Did you actually make Rod? Congratulations. I love all the Ultra Beast designs and I think they have cool shinies, so well done. Spooky games for October. You guys are down for that? I do have a couple shiny hunts already planned that after I finish the shiny hunts I'm working on now that I want to get done before August and September, I will be making a start on those spooky hunts, which I'm really excited about because there are some that I've been meaning to do for like, there's one that I've been meaning to do for like 2 years and I always miss the timing on it. So not this year. 7:30 for you? Dang, you reckon do it, Jordan? All right, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun to do some spooky games. Gosh, my day is going to be so wacky. I'm all over the place today. Oh no, Sherry. You know the worst is when you're like awake, but you're not really all there when you haven't had enough sleep. That's why I struggle with all-nighters. It's not because I can't be physically awake. It's because my brain just isn't working. It's almost 9:40 for me. Oh, wow. Staying home sick. So I'm going to try and do some hunting for shiny Baltoy. Nice. Well, I wish you luck. That's a great shiny. Do you wear headphones when you play horror games? Because I see some people do that and I could never. Honestly, the first time I played a scary game on a stream, I didn't because I was a scaredy cat. And then I was like, you know what? As much as I'm scared, like I got to be tough. I got to be a tough cookie. But yeah, I tend to have the volume pretty high if everyone's awake or if I'm like the only one here. So then that way, if I do kind of scream or whatever, it's not going to annoy anyone. But I try to have the volume down a little bit so it's not so startling. Especially like, what's it called? Especially at nighttime. Because if I were to do a scary game right now, something actually like really crazy that did make me get scared, it'd wake everybody up. It's 8:35 a.m. for me and I already went the day to be over. Oh, I feel that. Nihila Hygo. Nice. You got this, McRod. I believe in you. That's my favorite Ultra Beast. So good choice. Good choice. I'm doing well, sure. Thinking about preparing to do some driving lessons. Nice. That's awesome. Don't worry. I feel like we've all been there at some point in our lives. Oh, definitely. I forgot to ask, but how are you doing today? Oh, thank you, Athena. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well. I've had a very productive day. I did have a bit of a sleep. At like 1 p.m. I had a bit of a nap because I got some stuff done today, and then I got up, I worked on some videos because I stayed up after the stream. I was working on videos, working on hunts for videos, that kind of thing. And then I did a workout. What else did I do? I did a bit of drawing. That was pretty good. Worked on more video stuff, and then yeah, I decided, all right, I'm gonna do a stream now. I was like, it's about time. It's about time we jump on for a stream. I wasn't sure if I was gonna stream or not today. If I was gonna have a day to just kind of like catch up on things, but I was like, honestly, like I'm feeling pretty chill. I'm feeling like as much as I really want to work on some videos and stuff and like see them through to the end, even if I do that right now, you know, like it is like I can still do it after the stream. Like we can take a couple hours to do a stream today, honestly. And you know, maybe we'll get the shiny Uxie and then that'll help with my shiny hunts that are not proving to be fruitful right now. On Halloween, replace your VTuber model with a stick of butter and say it's your Halloween costume. That would be quite funny. I was thinking about doing something like that for April Fool's Day. Ninja, hi, good to see you. Hope everyone has been good so far. Thank you, Ninja, and same to you. Good to see you. And Cypher, hello, welcome you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Great to see you in the stream today. It's such a good idea. It is a good idea. Shiny Pumpkaboo for spooky season. Listen, you already know I had to shiny hunt Pumpkaboo. I have done Pumpkaboo shiny hunt. I did that, I think it was 2 years ago. That was such a good, like, I don't know, that October, all the hunts just felt awesome. I don't know why. I was just like, I loved everything that I was hunting. Everything felt like it was coming together. Pumpkaboo was kind of, I think, a little bit more on the brutal side, if I'm honest, but I don't know. It was just such a fun shiny to hunt. I really recommend going for Pumpkaboo if you haven't hunted it before. I'm just trying to get through the day. I've been going to sleep pretty late lately, so pulling an all-nighter. Now I just need to stay awake until 8 p.m. Then I'm crashing hard. You got it, Show. I believe in you. You can do it. What did I draw? I drew Tokido from Demon Slayer. I'm currently just basically drawing art that I like, redrawing it and coloring it. It was actually a black and gray art piece. It was an ink piece, but I decided to draw the headshot of it, and then I was like, I'm going to do it in color instead. But it was good. Vix, hi, good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Just been watching a VOD for the new FNAF game and playing some Poker Rogue. Oh, that sounds nice. Kevin, hi, good to see you. I hope you're well. I've been hunting for the shiny Regice on my shield, and when you've been doing your shiny Registeel hunt and the stupid blue ice block hasn't appeared yet, oh my gosh, it is. Regice is the worst one, I think, to have the worst luck on, just because it feels like such a mind game, right? I'm sending you luck, Kevin, that thing sparkles soon. It is not fun. I started driving lessons 3 years ago, but stopped within the same year because COVID happened. And then I've been so busy with college and then university, but now that they've both finished, I may start again. Oh, that's exciting. I didn't get my license right away. I passed my like theory test to go for my license, and then I just didn't want to drive. I have it now, but it took me a little while to actually want to do it and get it done. But it is good, and now it's handy to have. It's handy to have, but I don't cast any judgment on waiting and doing it later and this and that. Like, I think, you know, a lot of people, and depending where you live, a lot of the time you don't really even need a license. Like, I know in the UK, I've spoke to a lot of people, and in a lot of places, they just rely on public transport. Like, that's just what the normal is. So yeah, I mean, depending where you live and what you do, if you can make it work, then I say nothing wrong with that. I can't shiny hunt in October because I'll be studying for my driver license. Oh, Microd. you'll do amazing with it though. Giratina for Halloween. I was thinking about that a couple years ago. So I think it was last year. It was either last year or the year before. Someone had suggested me to do that for a Halloween hunt, but I just didn't have enough time. But it's something I do want to do. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see if we get Uxie done by Halloween. If we get it done before October, which I don't know how likely that'll be, I will heavily consider it. I completely forgot to send Tengen's sword. I'll remember this time. Sounds good. I would love to see it. Joel, hi. Good to see you. I'm glad I could wake up in time to catch your stream. I'm glad to have you here, Joel. Good to see you. And hi, Umbreon. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, public transport is usually quite good here in the UK. I mainly walk everywhere I can. Yeah, for a long time, I used to skateboard everywhere. I used to skate everywhere, or I would walk, that kind of thing. Yeah, especially like late teens, I was doing a lot of skateboarding everywhere. And then, yeah, eventually it just came time. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna, for the stuff I'm doing and that, I'm gonna need to get a car. But yeah, for a long time, I made it work. Zodiac, welcome back. Got my yummy iced coffee. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I'm so jealous. Enjoy. Get some nice sleep, sure. I have a hard time sleeping, so I take melatonin. I have tried melatonin. The only thing is you're not allowed to stay on it. That's the only thing that's hard. And I was like, you know, the thing is it makes me get drowsy, but it doesn't keep me asleep, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know. It's a struggle. Am I a Fairy Tail fan? I actually have watched Fairy Tail, but I watched Fairy Tail at probably how many years ago? I want to say when I was like 19, 18, I watched Fairy Tail. So a very long time ago. So I'm kind of out of the loop with it all. But I do remember I watched it. I only need a driver license to go to the gym. Hey, listen, if it works, it works. I woke up around 12:30. Oh, wow. Wow, Ember, I hope you got enough sleep, or at least enough to sustain yourself. Regice took me 42k in Ruby. Oh, Shine, that hurts my heart. That hurts my heart. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take melatonin before I sleep just for an extra boost on the sleepiness. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad stuff. I've decided to play both Cobblemon and Shiny Hunt in DAs. Oh, wow. Look at you. Multitasking. Same. I wake up 4 to 5 times in the night. Oh, yeah. Same thing for me. Not just that. I don't know if you guys have this as well, but I'm a super light sleeper. Like, I can just hear someone walk a little bit too loud up the hallway with my door closed, and it will wake me up. It doesn't take much for me to be woken up, to be honest. Like I said, the only time I'm not like a horrendously light sleeper is usually when I'm really, really sick, and then I'm just knocked out. That's so many. It is. That's a lot. I only need about an hour to 4 hours to function. Oh, Umbreon. I've definitely gone through periods of time where I've found that I will only get 4 hours of sleep, and that is how I function. And I don't know why. It's like the magic 4 hours of sleep is like a good number. Mostly because my computer is an old lady and takes 30 minutes to boot up. Oh no. That's so sad. Yeah, mine tends to have days like that. Doing my daily tapulele hunt. Nice, Athena. Hopefully today's the day. I think all 3 Reggies took a combined 98k or so. Also high. Oh my gosh, that's nuts, Shine. Hats off to you, though, for sticking through that. And yes, I hope you're doing well. Hi, Shine. I don't even really want to drive, to be honest, but my parents are pestering me about it. It has really gotten annoying, so I just need to get it out of the way soon. But starting the process again is tough. It's definitely a very, it can be overwhelming, I find. It can definitely be overwhelming. But I would say the big thing is, like, once you get it done, you'll be happy that it's over with. And, you know, you might, what I did was when I got my license initially, I was the opposite. I know everyone, when they got their license, they were like, oh yeah, I was driving everywhere. I didn't do that. I was like, okay, I got my license now. I don't have to worry about getting it. And then it was until later when I was like, oh, I actually want to go do this. Oh, I can technically drive. So it's good for that kind of thing. But yeah, I finally caught a live stream. You did, Nate. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. My body thrives on very little sleep. Yeah, I find I go through periods of time where I can be like that. It just sort of depends what else is going on. Like when I was doing more so like my administrating job that I used to have when I was just at home, I could definitely function on a lot less sleep. But at the moment, I find that, I mean, I'm getting by with like 5 hours, I find a lot of the time. But I wish I would get a little bit more sometimes, like especially on my days that I take off from streaming, just because I'm like working out at the moment and doing all of this stuff. Like now that I am doing a lot more physically demanding stuff, I want the rest because I want my body to feel better quicker, you know, but it's good. Like it feels good, but you know what I mean? Like healing up and everything. I have a lot of anxiety around driving for some reason, but I wasn't even a bad driver, so I feel like I should be fine, but it's hard to shake the feeling. Oh, I totally get that. That's why I didn't want to get my license or do that, because I had like an incident with like an accident and stuff like that. So for me, I had a bit of like, oh, okay, I don't want to cause an accident. I've been in one. That was not fun. So that was like a big thing for me for a really long time. But eventually I was like, you know what? It's all right. You know, things can still happen inside or outside of a car. So it's, you know, that's life. I feel like I've had the worst luck with full odds hunts in general. Oh, Shine, yeah. Some hunts be feeling like that sometimes. I feel that like I go through fluctuations where certain Pokemon or certain hunts tend to feel like they're not yielding, and then other ones I'm like, oh, this is great. It's always with the trio. There's always one that's really easy to get and one that's always really difficult to get. So we'll see where Uxie lies. My former upstairs neighbor never went to bed before 4 a.m. for the whole year, so I lived on very little sleep, so I can relate. Oh, that would not have been fun at all. 40 more DA until I reach double over odds. Oh, Athena, no. Zizao, hello, good to see you. Thinking about shiny hunting in Brilliant Diamond. I might want to go for Mewtwo. Yes, go for Mewtwo. Mewtwo's a fantastic shiny. I wish you luck. Literally how I feel. Currently, I don't feel like I have anywhere I'd want to drive to, but I know I will. It will be super useful to have. And that's the biggest thing. Like, it really does help. It really does help. And then that way, if you ever want to do, like, if you ever need to go do things or have appointments or you want to go grab something, do you know how good it was when I started, when I wanted to go get pre-orders and I didn't have to, like, plan, like, to get up, like, an hour early to go walk and go pick it up? And I could just get up 10 minutes and then go drive and get it and then be back. It was so good. Yeah, that's it, Zodiac. I definitely felt that. I hope you're doing well, Zizal. At first I didn't really care for my license, but I'm glad my dad pushed me to get it. I think, and the thing is, like, when your parents are pushing you to get it, it's not because, like, they're doing it in a bad way. They're just doing it because they want you to have that independence. Because, you know, that is good to have. Well, I did have to use a Sparkling and Counterpower 3 sandwich for electric types for the shiny Jolteon and around the cliff area on the outskirts of Medaldi. Yeah, some Pokemon you really just got to get the sandwich out for. Nate says once you get the test done, it's an easier feeling. For sure. For sure. I can't drive unless I get my optic nerve replaced. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would not be fun. I just am popping in to say hello. Busy today, so I won't be able to stay, but if you're going for longer, I might show up later. Good luck with the Uxie. Thank you, Banoffee. I appreciate that. Good to see you again. Thanks for popping in and have a good day. I hope everything goes well, okay? Appreciate that a lot. I want to do Latias Dynamax Adventures, but I'll probably just do it some other time. Yeah, no, that's fair if you're not really feeling it. I want to do... because we're slowly getting closer to 15,000 subscribers, which thank you guys so much, by the way. Oh my gosh, these are amazing. But we're getting closer to 15,000 subscribers, and I have decided that for that stream, when we do that, we're going to do a Dynamax Adventure stream again because that was really fun last time and it seems like a lot of people really liked it. So I feel like we should do that again for that milestone. That'll be when we do the next one. So that'll be cool. I got my Mewtwo in like 5. Wow, that's so quick. Sorry for like the venting, by the way. Thank you everyone for being so nice. No, you're okay. I definitely have related to that, Tony, so don't even stress. Driving is useful. It's owning the car that's a hassle and expensive. Yeah. It's funny we were talking about that because I was just like, I just had to pay my, redo my insurance like a week ago. And I'm like, oh, why is everything so expensive? Like my retro was like, what? Retro was like a month before. Then my insurance as well. Like everything's hitting at once, but it's all right. It's done now, so I don't have to worry about it for a little bit. Oh, thank you, Ziza. I appreciate that. For that Jolteon, I only needed 1 lap. Then I realized that I still have a few minutes on it and decided why not go for a shiny Pachirisu on the outskirts of Medali as well while you're at it. Oh, and then you got it. That's so cool. Oh, that's lovely. Buttercup growing up so fast. I know. Look at me. I know. I wonder if it's more likely to get in. I wonder if it's more likely to get into a car accident or get mugged at the train station because you didn't take the car. The safest is probably to stay at home and shiny hunt. Probably shine. Probably. I think that's another thing too. I tend to like not really. I'm the kind of person, I don't go out of the house very much. All right. I'm not someone who goes out a whole lot. I don't do a whole lot of stuff socially. Like if I really want to socialize, I will game on my computer or do something like that. Like that's my ideal level of socialization. If I'm going out, it's because I need to go out and get stuff done. But I can almost count 9 times out of 10 the times that I do go out, something weird will happen and a strange interaction will occur or something just really weird will happen. And I don't know why I'm a magnet for that kind of thing, but it always happens. Harry, trying to get my last shiny Wormadam from Legends from the trees. Nice. That's awesome. I wish you luck. I hope it sparkles for you soon. Krista, hi. Good to see you. Welcome. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? And Rebecca, hello. Welcome, you guys. I hope everybody is doing well today. Good to see you guys in the stream. Aw, Tony, that's so sweet. you guys have beautiful medals. Thank you for being so polite to each other. I love to see it. Makes me happy. But yeah, no, I just like, there are so many strange instances that I've had where I go out and like, I always think that listen, I know you guys hear my voice, but I feel like I don't talk much when I go out. Like I talk as much as I need to and that's it, right? I'm there to get my stuff done. I'm a one-man army, all right? But I always think that I'm kind of unapproachable. But apparently not. But I'm only approachable for strange interactions, it seems. That's just how I feel. I don't know. Does anyone else have this? I don't know. Yeah, I've had some weird encounters, also scary ones like staying home. I don't really mind it. Yeah, exactly. Like gosh. For me, it's just easier to stay home. But that being said, I'm hoping that when your girl finally gets out and does a bit more traveling, slowly I'm building up my confidence. Like I said, you guys know I went out for a little trip the other weekend by myself, which was a huge deal for me, but that was really fun. I want to like do more traveling and stuff like that. And I want to do more overseas traveling because I want to see more stuff. I've never done that. And now that I have my passport, I don't have any excuses except obviously saving up money. That's kind of an excuse, but you know what I mean? Like I can't say, oh, I need my passport anymore because I've got it. But I'm just like, oh, I hope that none of that sort of stuff happens, but it probably will. But listen, I'm excited. It'll all be part of the adventure. It'll all add to the butter lore. Oh, it's okay, Zodiac. Some of them have been like more scary than others, but now looking back, it's like you can laugh about it. But at the time, some of these things are some of them were just weird. And then some of them were like, just, oh, that was, scary or this or that. But a lot of just strange interactions with people. So social interactions are so awful, especially because of social anxiety. I feel that. Like I'm just going out existing in the world and it's like, don't get me wrong. I've also had some really lovely interactions too. Like, don't get me wrong. Won't take that away from things because I find I always have really good interactions with like elderly women. I don't know what it is. They always want to talk to me and they're always so sweet. I always have good interactions with them. It's just random strangers, like random people popping up out of nowhere, doing I don't know what. I don't know why they're here. I don't know how they found me. But if something weird's going to happen, or if something strange is going to happen, it'll happen to me. Every time, without a doubt. Yeah, I'm a walking cringe magnet. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel that. I feel that. And I was talking to my nana once about all this, and she was like, I think the same thing happened to me, and I must have passed it on to you. Because she's like, my nana, like, she's an out of town woman. Like, she doesn't live in the city. She's always been a very independent woman. And so she would only go into town as needed, sort of thing. And she would always tell me, like, it would always be the strangest people and the strangest encounters whenever she would go out. And I'm like, I guess I must just have that gene in me as well. I don't go out enough to have strange encounters. I'm a really big homebody. That's what I mean, though. I think that's why it's such a sharp contrast. I don't go out very much either. Like, I literally will save everything I need to do within my power and just do it in one day and get it all done. And just, if I can't, I'll line up every appointment. If I can, I'll try to get everything done in one day. I'm thankful that a lot of the appointments I have, I can do over the phone, which isn't a problem. But if I have to do appointments in person, I'll try to line up everything in one day. I'll go do my groceries. I'll go run my errands. I'll go do post office. I'll go do everything in one day. And it's just like, I must pick the worst day every time. Like, I don't know. It just always happens. But like I said, some of these things make for good stories, so it's fine. Same here. I can't get 2 blocks without someone bugging me, but there is a homeless shelter near my home, so it's a lot of mentally unwell people wandering the neighborhood. Okay. That would not be fun. That would not be ideal, especially when you want to just go out and get stuff done. And then I think anyone, like, when they kind of approach, like, if I'm trying to get stuff done, I'm just trying to get stuff done. I don't know about you guys. I once saw my classmates at the park and they barked at me and my friend. Oh, really? I'm trying to think of anything like that I've had happen. I've definitely had somebody run up to me at a mall that I didn't know on their hands and feet, and they weren't like a teenager. They were older than that. And that was an interesting one. And I think they asked me something. Like, it wasn't like a weird question, but it was just that they ran up to me on their hands and feet. That was what kind of that's what kind of shocked me. I was like, of everyone here, I'm the one you decided to come up to. All right, fine. Yeah, I always have strange interactions. One time I was at Burger King with my friends and this guy came up to me and asked me for my name and age, and then he offered to give me a ride back to school. Oh, that's scary. Yeah, no. Stuff like that's a no-no. The minute that somebody asks me for like personal information, I'm like, no, you don't need to know that. You know, like, especially asking for your age. That's so, oh, no. Is that why you had like 10 appointments this week? I will say the dentist appointment was not planned. The dentist appointment was an emergency, but it's done now. But yeah, usually that's the thing. I try to have everything within the same period of time because I hate having stuff spaced out. I just want to get everything done in one go. Like, I hate waiting for stuff. Like, I just want to get it done. I used to be a huge extrovert, but after being homeschooled, I'm scared to talk to people. I ran as fast as I could after seeing a girl around my age. Oh, Mars. I've never been like an extrovert, to be honest. I've just never been. I mean, I've tried. I've watched videos. I remember, like, especially in my early 20s, I would watch like a lot of like videos on how to become an extrovert, how to become a people person, how to do this, how to do that. And it's just not natural for me at all. To be totally honest with you, it's just not natural for me. And some people it is, and that's awesome. But for me, it's just not the case, you know? And that's okay. That's all right. Not all of us are meant to be. Hi, Venom. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And Glynis, thank you so much. Good luck to you if you're hunting anything at the moment as well. Cypher says, hello, everyone. Oh, hey, everyone, like the stream. Get Buttercup some love so she can hit that 15K. Oh, thank you, Cypher. That's very sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I was caught up making a bagel sandwich. That sounds delicious. I used to love bagels so much. I mean, I guess I do have a good gluten-free bagel I can get. I always put cream cheese on my bagels. It's so good. I know not everyone likes cream cheese, but I love it. It's so nice. You said someone came up to you on their hands and knees. Yeah, like they walked up to like kind of walk run. It was like, I guess you would say it was a run because it was on the hands and it was very strange. It was very strange. And it was in a mall. And I was like, I'm going to be honest. I don't judge people for how they live their lives, but I personally just wouldn't want to put my hands on the floor like that. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't seem like a good time. Hi Joey, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm like super introverted, but my friends are with a bunch more extroverts. Yeah, I find that that tends to be the way, doesn't it? Hi Martin, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Venom, oh my gosh, thank you so much for gifting that membership. Oh my goodness. So Ralph McCutts, I don't know if you're here right now, but welcome to the membership. You get access to all the cool emotes and to the members only Discord channel if you like. Thank you so much, Venom, for gifting that membership. That is so sweet. Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, now I was going to say now I can actually see the profile picture bigger. That's so cute. I love that. I love that profile picture, Venom. That is so adorable. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. W Venom indeed. Oh, thank you. I really do appreciate the support so much. That's so kind. Guys are so sweet. Thank you. I just restored a Jaw fossil in Pokemon Y. I got Jolly Nature, which is so good. Oh, that's awesome, Oppressor. Well done. I don't usually do this, but I just love your content. Oh, Venom. That's so sweet. Thank you. Well, I really do appreciate it. And all of that extra support just helps me so much. So thank you very much for doing that. I really appreciate it. One time I walked into the laundry room in my apartment building and there was a homeless guy sitting in his underwear while he washed his clothes. Yeah. I had something similar to that. I've had something similar to that as well, except the guy was just at the park. I was at, what was I? I must have been playing Pokemon Go. I think I've had a lot of, when I used to be like, I wasn't an extrovert, but I would go out to play Pokemon Go, but I would still keep to myself. I would do that a lot. And I would just see some strange things. I remember in the main part of the town, like the center, is like a garden thing. But it's open, like it's like near one of the main street, right? So there's like everyone can see everything that's going on basically at the park. Like it's all open. And there was just a guy in his underwear just chilling on the seat. And he had to pick the seat that I was sitting on to come sit next to me. I was like, whoa, I'm gonna dip because I think I was sitting at a Pokestop I'd put an incense on. I think that was what was happening. But yeah, good times. Yeah, that's it. W Venom, thank you so much again. I'm having breakfast for breakfast. I'm having milk and toast, and I'm watching Lilo and Stitch the series. I'm on the episode called Tank. Ooh, nice. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the names of the episodes anymore. Oh, gosh. But like I said, I'm so sure of the originals Lilo and Stitch. I'm so sure I watched probably every episode. Ooh, bagel sandwich sounds good. The guy at Burger King also tried to get me to talk to this grade 12 girl when I was in grade 9. Never went back to that Burger King. That is totally fair. I probably wouldn't have wanted to go back either. That's so creepy. You know the one bit of advice I can say for that kind of stuff? If someone you don't know comes up and talks to you and you get that gut sink feeling, trust that feeling. Just trust it because it has never let me down. It has never let me down, that gut feeling. Honestly, it is huge. So if something feels a little bit off or something feels right, like wrong, because there have been periods of time where sometimes I get that gut feeling and then I will like kind of, maybe it seems a little bit rude, but I will excuse myself from a situation because I just feel kind of uncomfortable. And then later I'm like, oh, what if this happened or what if that happened? And I just, whatever. But the most important thing is if you listen to your gut, every other time I've listened to it, I've been right. It keeps you alive. Getting McDonald's tonight? Ooh, that sounds good, McRod. What do you usually get from McDonald's? I am curious. His underwear. It was so strange. It was so strange. I didn't want to look like at him very much, but he got up, like I walked past him, I guess, at some other point. I wasn't looking because I was kind of looking at my phone. And I was like, how has no one like come to get this guy? I think that the police did eventually come down and like talk to him. And I don't know what really happened, but yeah, it was very strange. Yeah, I also remember when I saw this dude and he's like, yeah, it was, it's kind of weird that that's not a single experience, but I guess it's something that you kind of remember. You know what's so funny though? With all these people, I don't remember any of their faces. So it just goes to show, if you do something really embarrassing, people probably won't remember you, but they'll remember the thing, if that makes sense, right? I would say excluding high school, because I can't remember anything that anyone did in high school that was like really embarrassing. Except for myself. I have those like, even now, I'm so far removed from high school. Like it's been so long. I still think about the things I did sometimes and I'm like, oh, why did I do that? But I think that's life. It shows that you grow. You've grown. Eric Erickson, hi. I hope you're doing well this morning. I'm replaying through Omega Ruby right now, fighting Maxie. Oh, nice, Erickson. That sounds like a good time, and I am doing well, thank you. Good to see you. You ever watched Stitch the movie? Like, are you talking about the original ones? Because yes, I have. I used to draw all of the experiments a lot as a kid. The beef wrap? Ooh, I don't think we have that here at our McDonald's. Honestly, not wanting to be hassled by strangers is why I don't play Pokemon Go. Oh, that's totally valid. There's been a lot of situations. I remember there was a late night Pokemon Go session I was having in a major city, and I'd gone into the main town. But I was like, you know what? Even though it's late at night, there's still like quite a few people around. And then I just remember this guy started following us and like yelling all this stuff at us. And I was like, I think he thought we were other people. But he might have been on something, I think. And that was scary. And we were like, okay, we're going to go back to the car now because this is just not a good time. Might not chat a bunch since I'm sewing, but I'll still be here. No, that's all good, Saturn. No stress. Good luck with the sewing. I hope it goes well. Try not to stab your fingers because I do that a lot. I always end up pushing the sewing needle through thick fabric with the side of a scissor. Not like the actual like cutty part, but like the handle part. Sewing is fun, just don't prick yourself. Yeah, Ma said the same thing. I remember people's faces, so don't do embarrassing things around me. I mean, I can't promise that I wouldn't. I mean, I know that like I might attract some strange situations. But I mean, I'm pretty embarrassing on my own, but I don't need other people to bring that out of me. I just do it. Once in my school, there were these bully kids that ganged up on my friends and they pantsed him in front of the whole class, and I felt so bad for him. It gave me secondhand embarrassment. I don't know if this is just me, but I wouldn't feel like embarrassed for like, obviously it's like sucks that it happened to them, but I would just think like the people who did it are losers. I'm going to be honest. Like if you're actually physically going out of your way to embarrass someone like that, like do something better with your time. You know, I just think it's like, okay, like, do you feel better now? Like, I don't know. I don't even remember stuff like that, but yeah. I don't know why I had to go to high school. Jail would have probably been less traumatic. I agree. I did not enjoy high school personally. I remember my favorite part of high school was I was a big gamer during high school. Really big gamer. I would play everything and anything. There was no genre I wouldn't play. And I remember my favorite part of high school was just staying up late and playing video games, which wasn't even part of high school. Remember that one episode of Lilo and Stitch with a series called Bonnie and Clyde? I do think I remember that. I'm sure if I saw like the first couple of minutes, I would know exactly what happens. Xi, hello, good to see you again. I have a friend who is absolutely obsessed with Lilo and Stitch. They write not good fanfic ships and I just don't get it. It hurts my tiny brain. Oh no. That feels very, I mean, it feels strange to say fanfics, I guess, about Lilo and Stitch, like that sort of thing, but I'm not here to judge. If someone comes up to me while I'm playing Pokemon Go, I just I go and run away to hatch eggs faster. Hey, I mean, I sometimes have had to do the whole thing where I pretend like I've definitely done the thing where I've pretended to have someone call me and stuff to avoid certain interactions because I'm not a social person. And it's, you know, if someone's being polite or whatever, that kind of thing. I also I remember this lady I met. She was taking her son to play Pokemon Go, and we're still friends on Pokemon Go to this day. And she and I just started doing raids, and we just ended up at the same raid spots randomly each time. And then we just ended up adding each other, and even now we still will occasionally do remote raids together, which is pretty cool. Hi Garrett, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. The only thing that from time to time in high school is that, the only thing from my time in high school is the time that we got a 2-3 day break because there was a threat in the girls' bathroom. Oh, that's terrifying. Our school had that, but I know that it was fake, but it lasted about like the duration of one lesson and halfway into lunch. It wasn't real, but it was just some kid was like trying to be edgy. I'm going into high school in September. You'll probably like it, Saturn. I feel like a lot of people, I feel like now, I don't know. It's hard because I'm not in high school anymore. It's a different like thing now, I feel. Because back when I was in high school, especially the first couple years, it was normal for not everyone to have a mobile phone. Like not everybody had one. Now I feel like it's very different. I can't imagine what it would be like to be in high school now. But some people really like it. Some people love it. And especially if you have like some solid friends or you have solid hobbies, find some classes you like, you'll be good. I mean, I think just for me, I struggled a lot with fitting in. Remember a movie called Smurfs The Lost Village? I do remember that movie. Just practiced some driving theory questions for my first time ever, and I got a 10 out of 10. Let's go! That's awesome! You'll do it. You'll smash it easily, Tony. Don't even worry about it. I'm doing okay. I did some Mario Kart recently, and it was a bit crazy the other day. How are you? Oh, true. Okay, well, I hope the Mario Kart was going well. Hi, it's good to see you. I hope you had a good sleep. My high school had a prank that went so viral that Most Critical made a video about it, and it got 6 million-ish views. It was pretty bad. Oh, really? Wow, that is nuts. I remember my first high school and my second high school that I went to, because I finished high school online. I ended up doing long distance because of just stuff that was going on. I had to be pulled out of school and I had to do it. I had to do it online. But the two vibes between the two high schools I went to were so different. My first high school just felt like a big social thing. Like there was just, everyone was intermingling with everyone. It was a huge high school. And then my second high school was really small, and it just felt like primary school extended. It was so weird. It was like there were kids there that were like 16, 17 acting like 12-year-olds. It was so weird. No, there were police at the school and they were monitoring the girls' bathroom. Wow, that would have been scary. That'd have been so scary, Zodiac. Dawn, hi! Just popping in to say hi, Buttercup. Hopefully you're resting well, and I got work tomorrow and I was supposed to sleep earlier, but I was way too into editing. Have a good night, Butter. Oh, thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. I hope the editing went well. I saw the new video. Very nice, very nice. That's awesome. I hope the editing is going good, and it's good to hear from you, and you have a wonderful sleep, and I hope you have an amazing day at work tomorrow, okay? That's awesome. I think I'll probably like drama and art, but I don't know about the rest. Also, Mittens is back. Oh, hi, Mittens. And yeah, I really enjoyed art actually a lot, so I feel like you will too. It's sad hearing about how many people got bullied for playing games or watching anime, while nowadays you probably won't get bullied for that stuff. Yes, I remember I got so bullied for that. I had to hide it, but then I just ended up being a loner and going to the library and reading it and watching it and doing whatever then. Talking about the one kissing prank? Oh, maybe. Venom, thank you so much for the 10. I appreciate that. Oh, go get it. We love the content. Keep it up. Oh, Venom, that's so sweet. Of course, got to show that love. Thank you so much, Venom. I really appreciate all the support. That is so, so sweet. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's so nice. Thank you, Venom. I will keep going. I'll keep going. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate all the support. Huge W's for Venom. Thank you so much. Oh. Thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it. Buttercup, please keep it up. I will, Venom. I will. Thank you so much. And you too. I appreciate all the support. W Venom, let's go. That's it. Thank you, Venom. What happened was I was playing with a group of friends and some toxic people joined in and was targeting the streamer. We taught them a lesson for talking smack and causing drama. No, that's yeah, probably not a bad idea. People can be very brave and bold online, can't they? Yeah, another W for Venom. That's it. Thank you again, Venom. I appreciate that so much. The elementary and middle school I went to was whatever the opposite of racially diverse. Out of everyone in that entire school, only 2 of the students weren't white. Kind of weirded me out. Oh, interesting. I don't know. Hard to say. My first high school was pretty diverse. My second high school, I mean, it was just a smaller high school, so I don't know. W Venom. That's it. W Venom. Thank you again, Venom. I really do appreciate that support so much. In my last school, 2 kids in my class went around and beat some kids up, and one of them got the police called. Oh yeah, my first high school, the big one, there was a fight every single day. Every single day. It was a huge high school. There was a fight every single day. There would often be police there. It was just a huge school. Like, I don't know. It was crazy. But yeah, there was always a fight every single day. And then you would know there was a fight because you'd see a bunch of kids running one way and then a bunch of kids running back another way. You would always be able to tell. The fights didn't usually last very long since, you know, it was pretty obvious that people would go and watch. I'm gonna be honest, I never went and watched a fight. I'm sure you guys can tell that I'm not much of the fighting type. I think if you have to resort to doing fisticuffs, I don't know. Just not for me, personally. You guys hired being anime nerds, lame. We did back in high school. Yeah, back when I was in school, I got bullied for it. I actually lost my first group of friends in high school because I watched anime. They said if you keep watching anime and talking about Pokemon, then we're not going to be friends with you anymore. And I was like, well, that doesn't seem like a very good a very good friend to have. So I ended up being a loner for a bit. Yeah, honestly. And I don't know if I fully ever clicked with people once I started doing that, but I got to a point where I was like, hey, we just gotta be ourselves. I think now it's a lot easier to do that, but yeah, I ended up bringing my DS to school and playing Pokemon on my DS, and I would have my little manga books in my bag that I'd be reading. Probably some main character type energy going on there, but it's fine. By the way, QAR is Qatari Real. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. I wasn't sure. Matt, hi. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Also in grade 5, that would have been scary. Lola just typed it in. I remember seeing stuff on that prank, and yeah, I don't understand how the teachers, heck, even the parents thought it was a good idea. Oh, for sure. Exit, hi. Good to see you. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. A few years ago, I got caught in a school fight, and there was this guy, he hated me. So when I was walking out of my school, that guy, no joke, kidnapped me, and then he took my shoes and he ripped them. That's so scary. Oh my gosh. Now I don't get anywhere near fights. Probably a smart idea. That is scary. Yeah, people can be very full on. Yeah, I was going to say thank you guys for the 30 likes. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, a bunch of big mouth jogs and whatnot. Yeah. I mean, my first high school was definitely a big mixed bag of people, for sure. A guy cut my hair in middle school because he thought I was too feminine. I'm glad I can laugh about it now. That's so weird. I've always liked longer hair on guys. I don't know why. It's just always been I've always liked it. So the whole thing of people saying it's feminine, I've never understood. I think it looks nice. I don't know. My thing. But someone cutting your hair is I don't know what they classify that as, but I think that's so bad. No, that's okay, Exit. Thank you. Where am I? It may sound weird, but what if I admitted that you had a crush on, like the VTuber model? No, people like the VTuber model, so that's okay. Don't feel weird about it. My high school experience was so weird. Besides the bomb threat, we had some guy that would buy girls' hair and eat it. That's so strange. Eating somebody's hair? That's gonna be bad for your digestion, right? Said 39 for a sec. Weird. No, that's okay, Exit. I miss the high school days, honestly. It wasn't my favorite, I'll be honest. I definitely don't miss high school in the sense of like the stuff I went through. But being younger was, I guess, I don't know. I think if I could go back, I'd say there's a lot of stuff I would do differently, but then again, that would mean I wouldn't be where I am now. And I do think I like the person I am a lot more now. So, you know, it's hard to say. Would I have invested in maybe in crypto or something back then? Maybe that would have been something I did different. But then again, that once again would have changed the way that my whole life went. My work went to chaos yesterday because the robot shut down. Oh no, that's so sad, Matt. I hope that you're doing okay. Never had that problem. I was in high school like 10 years ago, played Pokemon in the halls and stuff. Ah, really? No, I definitely had that problem. I think that's awesome that you had that, but yeah, no, I definitely got bullied for it. I definitely did. Doing well, dropping some love. Thank you, Exit. I appreciate that heaps. That's awesome. Thank you, Jordan. Wasn't allowed to make oh, that's weird. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. When I was in 6th grade, I was beat up for being Korean. The worst part is that the school told me it was my fault. That's why I'm online now. That is horrible. Yeah, no, I've definitely, like, of my 2 high schools, I remember that I think the first one was just dealing with so much stuff that would happen a lot. Like, you would go to the principal, like your parents would go or whatever, and you talk about bullying, and they'd be like, well, what are they doing? And it's like, are you serious? The main issue with high school I went to was horrible infestation of giant cockroaches. No! Oh, not the cockroaches. I'm pretty sure cutting someone's hair without their consent is assault. I feel like it should be classed as that, right? Because that's such a, like, violation of a boundary. Yeah, no, not fun at all, McRod. Hi, Moritz. Good to see you. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. Hi, I'm Sophia. Welcome. I had my hair down in my butt to the age of 26. I understand the whole people calling you feminine thing. It never bothered me, like, my esteem-wise, but it could be annoying. I think it's a very immature way to look at it. I don't know. I think people that say that, maybe it's projection, because I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just went back to play more Pokemon. W's. That's awesome. Only one of my friends play Pokemon, but the other ones watch anime, so sometimes we have anime nights and watch anime for like 2 hours in a Discord call. Oh, that sounds cozy. I love that. Okay, so now that we've got Uxie, that sounds similar to my name, and now Exit's username, my brain is melting into goop. No, I'm so sorry. It's all over the place, isn't it? I played Game Boy Color with a link cable in 2012. Oh, that's really cool. The tire parking lot was full of customers and they were all upset for too long. Oh no, that's so sad. I try to be really understanding with that stuff because it's like a lot of the time it's nothing that like the people working there can really control, you know what I mean? Nexus, hi, good to see you. I hope you're having a great day. I'm happy you were able to show your true self. Having people to tell you to stop watching anime aren't true friends. Your true self is amazing. Oh, thank you, Nexus. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Well, you know, it's one of those things. I stuck to my guns and I don't have those people in my life anymore. And you know what's funny is what comes around is once that stuff started getting more popular, you know, they started apparently liking that stuff. So I don't know, maybe they just were embarrassed and they felt like they couldn't like that kind of thing. But I will always say you shouldn't hide that stuff, and the people who really like you for you will accept you for those things. I was a massive nerd, read manga in class. Yep, I feel that. I remember I would always draw like manga characters in my school books and stuff like that. Try to binge watch all the Pokemon Journey series before they leave Netflix. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm also 6 foot with a big guy, so no one wanted to pick on me. Was on the soccer team. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I can't say that I had the same experience. Oh, that's good, Maritz. I'm glad to hear that. You're going to have a dream tonight about going back to school and everyone's going to be a frog. Probably. I could see that. You're a good exit. No, that's okay. I had a girlfriend. Oh, no, that's really not good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that she went through that. I hope that they took care of him. That's not good. I'm cursing you. Yeah, so in essence, what it basically means is that you're 1 cent short of $2.75 and a quarter short of $3 according to the conversion. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. Well, thank you. I always bring an Eevee keychain into his class. It helps me not feel so stressed about school. No, that's totally understandable. I remember I had a really big thing. I was obsessed. I absolutely loved Pokemon. I also really, really loved Yu-Gi-Oh! For a good period of my primary school life. And I remember I got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Backpack for school. And I remember getting made fun of for it. And I still kept wearing it. I was like, you just wish you were as cool as me. I enjoyed like kind of a lot of bullying, but it would all be for stuff that like, now that I look back at it, I'm like, kids are just silly. Kids are just silly. It gave me a harder shell though, that's for sure. Now anyone could say that they don't like what I like and I'm like, okay, that's fine. Don't have to. Thank you, Garrett. That's so sweet. It is. The moral of the story is that high school is awful. People are awful. Everything is awful. I'll be drinking root beer and coffee in online school in peace. Sounds good. I think for some people really flourish and they have an amazing time in high school. And for those people, that is so awesome. And I'm so glad that you had that. But I know for me, it was definitely not my thing. I'm almost 30. It took a long time for the world to come around to anime and manga, but I'm glad they did. Better late than never. Back when I was in school, manga was very obscure in Australia. You'd get that. Yeah, I was going to say, being in Australia, definitely the case. Definitely. I remember I was actually working on some art. I think I told the story once before. I was actually in high school and I was working on some art, and it was it was an anime character that I was trying to draw. I was working on art, and I remember these two girls turned around, stopped the class, and were like, what are you drawing? And I was like, I'm drawing like an anime character. And I remember they just started laughing. They're like, that is so cringe. And everyone started laughing at me. And I remember I just was like, I'm literally not hurting anybody. And you're doing all this. I was like, this is too, like, I was like, you're doing way too much right now. Like, I didn't even know what to say. I was like, okay. Like, it was so weird. I think it's silly, but obviously people have their own issues, you know. High school for me was weird, especially when it was back when Pokemon had great games on the 3DS. It's a good time. Yeah, I used to bring my DS to school. Thank you, Venom. Speaking of work, it's funny. I went on lunch and I come back and there's 50 people waiting. Oh no, Matt. I'm sending positive thoughts out to you that everything just flies by as quickly as possible and as smoothly as possible. I think we have not really met, but it's nice being here. I do watch some of your streams and they're all great. Oh, thank you, Ritz. I appreciate that. Thank you. Moral of the story is to drink and drive as soon as possible. No, show bad. Oh, Venom. Yes, I was going to say getting to see the cute emotes. I love the emotes so much. I hope you guys like them. I was always bullied for being short, but I wasn't even the shortest in the class, but nobody even bullied the shorter kids. That's so weird. I never understood the whole bullying or making fun of someone because of their height. Like, who cares? Bully the people that put people down. No, two negatives. Nah, that's not the thing. Two wrongs don't make a right. I also have an Eevee backpack, and half the days I'm wearing an Eevee shirt too, and I have an Eevee sweater. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, yeah, I had one of my female friends get threatened by... That's so not good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm glad I never had to really deal with anything like to that level. Like with the teacher or anything, but that would have been full on. I actually have 2 full collection binders of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Oh, that's really cool. I don't have much of my Yu-Gi-Oh collection left, to be honest. I have Toon Dark Magician Girl, I have a first edition Dark Magician Girl, and I have the Lily Injection Nurse Fairy card. That's what I have left. Younger you sounds like the type of person I'd hang with or have a crush on and never look in the eyes, but definitely one of the two. Oh, you guys are sweet. It was funny. It was kind of like that. I got a lot of bullying, and then it was like once you get out of school, then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, I had a crush on you. I'm like, well, I don't know. I can't pick up on that stuff. I am very blind to people having a crush on me or having. You have to spell it out for me. I don't get it. My pleasure, Buttercup, and I totally agree with staying true to your passions and having people who accept you as you are. Oh, thank you, Nexus. I appreciate that, and I think that's the way to be. Eevee for life, I agree. Hi, Joker, good to see you. Then Buttercup had her alpha wolf side come out and showed everyone who the true Sigma was. Exactly, sure. You already know. It was yesterday, though. Everything is back to normal. Oh, well, that's good then, Matt. I'm glad. Bullying middle school was so cartoonish and silly because you just mind your own business and someone points and laughs at you for no reason. Like, what do you want from me? And the thing is, that happened in high school. That happened in high school to me. That incident with the drawing thing. In high school, I was like, you're acting like 8-year-olds. But I was like, I'm not going to engage. I was like, okay, like, I'm glad it's so funny to you. Like, I don't know. I just sort of think like it's strange. I don't know. So judging by the information, we can infer that Venom is from Qatar. I would say so. Not gonna lie, I'm the biggest Mimikyu fan out there. I love Mimikyu. Mimikyu is one of my favorite Pokemon. I would really love to get more Mimikyu merch, but gotta be good. The one time I finally got value out of getting Yu-Gi-Oh cards is when I pulled a Ghost Rare Star Eater. Oh, that's cool. Actually, no, there is another Yu-Gi-Oh card I have, and it's a girl with a ghost dog. And I actually used to have a clear phone case, and I had it in the back of my phone case. I still have that card. I can't remember what the card was called, though. Oh my gosh, sorry. Peanut butter and jelly? No! Do I watch Demon Slayer? Yes, I'm all the way caught up on Demon Slayer. I'm finally caught up. And I've decided I'm going to collect the manga as well. She'd be like, what is a crush? Oh, for sure. I was the last person out of every one of my friends to get a boyfriend or anything like that. And it was just that I just didn't want it. I just was like, doesn't seem worth it. And I'm not gonna lie, like I'm pretty picky. I'm pretty picky. Buttercup, could you please start linking your Discord in the description of vids and streams? I do have it in the, I think I did. Oh, well, I should have had it in the videos. I don't have a thing on this, on the, what's it called? I don't have it on the stream description, but I do have a command. Oh, sure. Thank you so much. I was going to say, yeah, !social. Yeah, so then it should have the link for the Discord there, so it should make it a bit easier to get to. Oh, Matt, I wish someone could give me a membership. Oh, that's sweet, Matt. I appreciate that a lot. Boom server. I was never allowed to play Pokemon at school or even wear anything Pokemon because I go to a Christian school and they think Pokemon. Yeah, that is a thing. That is a thing. It is. Not every Christian thinks like that, but there are some out there that do. You are sure. Thank you. Oh, that was a good deduction, Jordan. No, you're okay, Oppressor. It's !social. I should probably have a thing for the commands to come up. Man, now I'm scared of high school. Is it just going to be like middle school too? Do people not like grow up at some point? I wouldn't say be scared of it because it kind of is a reflection of them. That's something that I found. Like a lot of people will get more mature, but there are some people that are just, they're going to stay like that probably even past high school. Just some people are like that. So I wouldn't worry about that too much, honestly, McRod. Oh, of course, sure. Do I buy a membership? If so, how? You don't have to, Mars, if you don't want to. It's totally up to you. It is, I think it's $3.99 Australian, I think. And there's a join button that usually shows up. I don't know if you can do it on your phone. I don't think you can. But there's a join button, and basically it's a way to support the channel. It basically helps me with funding a little bit more. So then that way I'm able to do this more often, which is awesome. And you get access to the emotes, which is really cool. I love the emotes. You get a cute little bow beside your name. And also if you want, there is a members only Discord channel as well, where basically members can chat amongst themselves, and it's always one of the first places I check on the Discord. So if anyone has anything they want to tell me, anything they want to share, anything like that, I always make sure to pop in there and see what's going on. I mean, I check the whole Discord in the whole time, but it's basically because there's a lot less people there, I see a lot more stuff more easily as well. But the biggest thing is the emotes, because I love the emotes so much. Yesterday I raced against a professional Mario Kart player who is also a content creator. Oh, that's really cool. It's something I can cherish. That's awesome. I went to the game store and bought a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Apparently I got some dark red dragon guy that was worth some good money. Now it's worth literally nothing. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, I feel like with a lot of cards, the price fluctuations are so all over the place from when the set first drops to later on, even with Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh. But now if I buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I would just buy the single of what I wanted, to be honest, because it can get too expensive trying to rip packs. And if I am going to buy any Pokemon packs, I would probably if I was going to buy packs, I'd probably buy Pokemon and open them for a video. My first friend had like 100 boyfriends and I had like one girlfriend. I still haven't even had a crush. That's totally fair. Yeah, that was like my thing. My friends are all like interested in boys, and I would be like the friend. I'd be, you know, it's funny. I would give a lot of advice, but I would never date anybody. That was like my high school thing. I thought the 11th place finish on the final race of the second set would be the fatal blow to my chances of becoming victorious. Honestly, I think you can get through life without being with someone. I think so. And I think one big thing, before I get too deep, I think if you can be comfortable being alone and really like put a lot into yourself, that is one of the most powerful, strong things you can do. And I think that is a big thing. I think it is a very big thing. And it's something that I'm even like now, like I'm not in a rush to be with somebody because I want to make sure that I've worked on myself to a place that I'm really happy with, you know? No join button. If you're on your phone, it might not show up, sadly. Oh, you can do it on your phone? Oh, I have no idea then. Maybe you have to click on my actual channel. You might not be able to do it during the stream. Oh, thank you, Mars. That's so kind. I really appreciate that. Never feel obligated though, okay? The emotes, I love to see them. Thank you, Venom. I sent you a friend request on the after the stream. On the Discord. I don't actually like use it other than for literally like the server. So if you want to talk to me, just talk to me on the server. Literally, I will do my best to respond whenever I'm on. Hopefully I'm going to be able to pay for the next membership myself because the one I have right now is gifted. Oh, that's okay, Mick Rod. No stress if you can't. Never put yourself in a worse financial position to help me out. That's the one big thing. Did anyone else see what happened in the Pokemon Championships? No, I didn't. When I finished the 11th on the last race on the second set, I thought I was done for, but the player I raced against had some trouble in the place 6 that allowed me to secure first. Oh, that's good. Sounds good, Athena. Good job getting water. Proud of you. XI, thank you so much for the $10 donation. Oh my gosh. Gotta show that love. Gotta show that love. Insert funny joke here. Insert kind words here. Insert thank you here. Oh, XI, thank you so much for the $10 donation. I really do appreciate that support. Thank you so, so much. I really do appreciate that. That was a funny joke. I appreciate the kind words. And thank you. Aw, that's amazing. Thank you so much, XI. I really do appreciate it. WXI. W support. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Butter is a backseat relationship advisor. Yeah, I'm great at giving advice, but I think for me, and probably for a while, like obviously I'm sure it'd be nice to share, you know, life with a person. If you have that, I think that's so awesome. But I think I'm in a period of my life where I really need to put a lot of my energy and time and love into myself and growing myself and figuring out who I am, if that makes sense. I'm very fussy. I don't share too much personal information about myself, but I've only ever been in 2 relationships and they were both long-term. I kind of think the way that I go about relationships, and I think no judgment to how you guys do it, how anybody does their life. You live life how you think is the best for you. But I kind of get into relationships and take my time with people because I think for me, I want to be with somebody that I think I'm going to be with forever, if that makes sense. And it can be a lot of energy to give that to a lot of people. And sometimes we can't control those things. And some people, you know, they want to try, you know, being with a bunch of different people and doing a bunch of different things. And I think that's awesome. But I think for me, I'm somebody that I like to wait, and I like to really get to know somebody. And then, you know, if it's somebody that I think I click with, then I go forward with it, if that makes sense. Yeah, WXI, thank you again so much for the support. I really do appreciate that. No backseat relationshiping. I never give relationship that isn't asked. I mean, a relationship. I never give advice that isn't asked for. I will say that. I think you got to figure stuff out a lot on your own too, because people can give you all the answers and people can tell you everything and people can give you advice. But at the end of the day, you are going to do, you know, you're going to do what works for you. And sometimes you need to go through an experience to really learn the lesson. I mean, the doctor once told me to never rush to find someone to be with. Oh, 100%. 100%. That is definitely the best thing. Don't force it. The best things, and I truly believe that you will find your person or find something when you're not looking. And I think that that is something that is very important. And I think that's something that, as I've gotten older, I'm not in a rush to need somebody. I think that if I meant to be with somebody and I meant to have a person, it will happen when the time is right. Currently shiny hunting Chimchar. That's a great target to go for, Joker. For me, being alone is great. I have 2 cats and my sister has 2 dogs. Oh, they're amazing when I get to see them. That's really cute, Ninja. No, on the Instagram. Sorry. Oh, I feel really bad. I don't use anything outside of Discord. But I was going to say, if I do get back into my Instagram, because I haven't used that in a very long time, I'll have to check that out. Yeah, thank you again, XI. So tired of sitting on the floor. I feel that. Hi, Max. Good to see you. I'm wishing you shiny luck as well if you're hunting anything. You found a great Tapu Koko path. Nice, Umbreon. All my friends have girlfriends except me. And sometimes it's going to be like that. Like I said, it is very powerful if you can get comfortable with being alone. I find that I've been able to work on and build myself into a better person because of being alone, you know? I really want to give Buttercup the $100 super chat. You don't have to do that, Venom. That's very sweet, but do not feel pressure to do that. Speaking of relationships, I'm happy to have a relationship. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you, Garrett. Vix, thank you so much for becoming a member. Oh my gosh, thank you. You now have access to all the cool emotes. And you get the cool bow beside your name. And also you get access to the members only Discord channel if you want to join that. It's up to you. It's just one of those things, having a nice little something extra there. But thank you so much, Vix, for the support. I really do appreciate that. W Vix, W guys for all the support this stream. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think it'd be nice to have a GF, but not now. I feel like even in high school would be too soon. And that's totally fair. You might find somebody when you're not looking and you might give that a go. And I think that's totally fine. I think there's no judgment. Whether you, like, the way that I see it, to me, it doesn't matter how many people you be with. Like, if someone wants to be with 100 people, if that's the life you want to live, then I say live your life how you want to live. I'm not here to judge how you get through the world day to day. That's not my place to do that. I live my life how I find it most comfortable. And for me, I think that's just what I do. I think being alone and working on yourself is a very good thing to do if you're able to be in that position. But if you're lucky enough to find the person that you would call your soulmate and you have that experience with them, I think that's a really beautiful thing as well, you know? Now, people that treat relationships like fast food end up getting hurt. Those that don't, not a fan of that, to be honest. Totally fair. Totally fair. I met a really close friend who I'll likely have a bromance with till I'm old. For some reason, people think that's weird, but you know what? No regrets. I don't think that's weird at all. I think that's really sweet. Anyone else think fictional characters are hot? I feel that. I feel like pretty much my whole life I've had more crushes on fictional characters than real people. Have you ever caught a shiny from Pokemon Diamond? I found a shiny Kricketot in the underground. Congrats, Sophia. That's amazing. And yes, I my shiny starter Piplup is actually from Brilliant Diamond. Oh, yes, I love all the sparkles, Venom. Thank you, and sparkle shiny luck to you as well. This stream is really comforting. A lot of things you were saying, I definitely relate. I want to be with someone I can be with for the rest of my life. You're truly a wonderful and amazing person. Oh, that's so sweet, Nexus. Thank you. And so are you. And yeah, I think that's a really big thing because I know that at a period of time, it happened more in my early 20s. But I was definitely like, I don't want to be alone forever. I'm so scared of that. I don't want to be alone. Like, you know, and it kind of puts you in a position where you feel like you necessarily may not be in a relationship that's good for you because you are scared of being alone. So once you're out of that situation, it's a good time to work on yourself and figure out, well, why are you so worried about being alone? What about you is not enough, you know? And obviously, like, you know, it's easier said than done. It's taken me a while to even get there myself, but now I think that when you give yourself space and time to be alone and you work on yourself, you are able to be more selective with the people that you do let in your life. And then, you know, you're not just accepting whatever treatment from whoever because you don't want to be alone. Because loneliness is a scary feeling, but once you realize that there's a lot of benefits that come from that, it's not so scary anymore. As long as it's not all at the same time, unless they all know and are okay with it. Of course, Saturn, of course. Aw, thank you, Mars. That's very sweet. It took me a long time to realize I do better on my own. And yeah, sometimes there are just seasons in life. And sometimes you'll find it's not even just a season, but that's just how you are. But I'm definitely at a point in my life where I know that I'm not ready to be like in a relationship. I need to work on myself. I'm not interested in any of that stuff. I just need to really work on Buttercup and get to the best place that I can be, you know? And that takes time. And, you know, like I said, when you're not looking, I find that that's obviously like, I find, not obviously, but I think, you know, you can put yourself out there and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're like me and you're a homebody, you might not find somebody as easily, but I'm not in a rush. And I think that that's the biggest thing is when you force a connection with somebody, I think that there's too much pressure on that, you know? And as I've gotten older, I've realized that the best things and the best kinds of relationships and the best things like that will happen when you're not forcing them to happen. I think that, like, in my opinion, love and energy, like love, it means a lot more when you're not forcing it to stay together. And obviously there can be hard times and things you need to work through. But I think that, like, when you're not forcing somebody to stay or you're not forcing yourself to stay and this type of thing, that is true love, is when they're there because they want to be there and you're there because you want to be there, you know? Venom. I had a one long-term relationship. My partner wasn't faithful and I spent the last 12 years alone, but I've grown so much as a person and I'll eventually get the person I deserve. You will, Max, 100%. And I'm sorry that you went through that. I think the best thing is you've come to the point now and you've taken a lesson from a really painful situation where you're like, you know what? I was hurt, but you were strong enough to get out of that situation and to move forward, and you will find someone who will treat you the same way that you treat them and will treat you with the love that you have to give, you know? I told my mom I'd never get a boyfriend, only a fictional husband. Aw, Kurapika, my beloved. That's so wholesome. I love it. What is a bromance? No, that's okay. It's usually like two guy best friends. Your bros. You know what I mean? To tell you the truth, I really hated making excuses for my bad actions. At this point, my worst fear is being all alone because of the backlash I receive. Like I said, best thing you can do when something happens and you make a mistake, admit your fault. Apologize the way you need to apologize, but the best apology is changing your actions and making an improvement on yourself so that doesn't happen again. It's orange instead of red. It is. Always could be that guy from the anime where the main character gets 100 girlfriends and dates them all at the same time. That's it, Joey. That could also be the case. If that works for you, then why not? It's a lot of birthdays to remember, though. Not gonna lie, if you guys could eat Pokemon, who would you eat? To be honest, I'd eat the melted Cosmog. No, not the Cosmog. I always say my answer is the bananas or the fruit that grows off Tropius. That's gross. You guys are funny. I've never even hugged a girl other than my own mum before. That's wholesome. I'm glad you share yourself in capacity. Thank you, Max. You go for Lechonk. Aw, that's it. Yeah. Isn't that Pokemon cannibalism? I think so. Who needs relationships when you have Pokemon? That's it. I mean, listen, find hobbies and envelop yourself in those. Like, get to know yourself really well. I think that's the best thing you can do. My pleasure, and thank you so much, Buttercup. I really appreciate your support and kindness, and I totally agree about not forcing relationships, whether romantic or platonic. 100%. It's got to be a mutual thing. And for example, a bromance is Goku and Vegeta. That's a good example, actually. That's a really good example. I wish I could stay longer, but I have to drop for work. Best wishes for your self-journey and for your shiny hunt. I know you got this. Thank you so much, Nexus. I appreciate that, and I hope the rest of your day at work goes amazing. It was awesome having you here. That's the same thing I told the judge before, begging for time to see my daughter. Oh, Tibby, welcome back. Good to see you again. Hello. Xenosteria, hello. Xenostria. I probably said that wrong the first time. My bad. My Pokemon line soda pop plushies just arrived. How is your hunt going, Butters? Oh, that's so cute. What plushies did you get? I only have the Jigglypuff from that line. Or was it just the Pikachu specifically, or did you get any others? I'm curious to know, but the hunt's going well. Thank you. Good to see you. That's true. To everyone here who is still waiting to meet someone, let life happen and it'll happen naturally. It's meant to happen. It'll happen. 100%. Great advice. Great advice, Xi. I 100% agree. You know, obviously when you meet someone and you like talking to them, you'll put in effort, but it'll come naturally. The bugs are back. Who needs a relationship when you have the Doki Doki girls? Oh, hi, Aquawolf. Good to see you. My pleasure, and thank you so much. Of course, Nexus. I have a lot of waifus in my 12 years of heritage. I've had dates, but never anything past like 3 dates with a girl because they want to move things so fast for me. And that's the thing. The right person will respect your boundaries and want to take it at the same pace as you. They, you know, there are plenty of people that want to move really fast and they'll find each other. But I think something that I've found is like, you know, you just really gotta not accept what doesn't work for you and not try to force yourself into a certain box or change yourself in a way that isn't true to yourself to make somebody like you or to want you, because that's not authentic and you're not going to be happy. You might be happy in the time being once you get them, but as time goes on, you might start to feel things like resentment, or you might start to feel unfulfilled because they don't really love you for who you actually are, you know, and you don't want that. I always felt like my partners were trying to change me. I got tired of feeling like I was their project. Yeah, and that's not what you want, hey. You want someone that accepts you for you and you grow together, you know? Also, where to shuckle the juice? I have no idea. I've always wanted to eat a Voltorb. Is that a good idea? Absolutely not, but it looks like a jawbreaker candy. It actually kind of does, doesn't it? Pikachu, Pichu, and Raichu, glad your hunt is going well. Oh, cute. I love it. I love it. Great picks, and thank you. My thumb hurt after too much stuff resetting. Oh, I feel that. I really, really do. Jenny, hi! I love watching your shiny hunts while I play on my Switch. I hope you get a shiny. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Lovely to see you in the stream. I hope you're doing well. I would eat the ice cream cone Pokemon from Sword. Are you talking about Vanillix? I'm going to dip for a bit now, Buttercup. I feel like I need to stare at a wall or go for a walk somewhere. Weird, I know, but I'm running on 0 hours. No, that's okay, sure. That's all good. I hope that you make it through to 8 p.m. It was awesome having you. I wish you luck. Have a shower. Showers really help with keeping me awake. I got a plushie of Umbreon, Mischievous, and Mushana. Ooh, cute. I love them. I love them all. That's it, Garrett. Like I said, and if people are constantly holding you against things you've done in the past, and they don't let you change, or they don't want to see your change, except that they just see you as that person. And I say for me, what I would do is I would just let them stay in the past, to be fair. I think if I've made a mistake and I'm trying to go for it and do better, and they constantly want to hold you to those mistakes, then I think for me, the way that I always move forward is I cut ties with those people, because I'm like, if you're always going to treat me like the person I was when I'm constantly making effort to show change and growth, then that's not a good person. They're kind of like a ball and chain. They're like an anchor weighing you down, you know? All good show. No stress at all. Thanks for being here. Yes, Buttercup, follow your heart. Just say it. Exactly. Aw, of course, sure. Of course. A Chromie looks like strawberry and whipped cream. It does. It looks very adorable. Finally done sewing. Well done, Satin. Very nice. A Chromie is so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Fun fact, by the way, Quaxley is the only starter that came to its region from migration. I didn't even know that. That is really cool. Last time I lived on no hours, I woke up in Unova. Like, dang, I did it again. It is a bit like that when you get on low sleep. Things just be happening out of nowhere. What plushies did you get that are possible? Oh, that are Pokemon? For me, Gosh, I haven't got any plushies in a while, to be totally honest with you. I had been working very diligently on saving money. So I think most of the last plushies that I've got, I would have had in that video, the last haul video that I did. I may have got 1 or 2 more since then, maybe, but I'm trying to think what they would be if I have, but I don't think so. Sayori is reliable, but Yuri was only great when she was not insane. Very fair. Meant to say Pokemon, you're all good. What if the person weighing me down is myself? I think when that happens, when you find that you're the person that is pulling yourself down or constantly hard on yourself and living in the past, I think that's when you have to come to a point where you have to have like a really good like conversational look at yourself and you think, what is this accomplishing? Because I mean, for me, I've definitely made mistakes. I'm a human. Of course I've made mistakes and things that I'm like, I wish I hadn't done that. There's nothing you can do once it's done. You've done that action. It is what it is. You know, whether you regret it or not, you have to come to a point where like you have to accept, I can't change that I've done this. This is what's happening, you know? And you sort of have to accept, what am I going to do? Am I going to sit here and be stuck on this forever? Or am I going to push forward and keep making changes and bettering myself to show myself that I'm not that person anymore, or I wouldn't make that choice again? That is probably the biggest thing I would recommend to you. I'm not a psychologist, so I don't have all the answers, but that's what I do for myself. Might actually shiny hunt Quaxley now? Yes, you should do it. Wisdom teeth are out. I hope everything went well, Ice Angel. Oh no, that's okay, Tibby. We're kind of up and down. We're having like real talks. We're having funny talks. It's a good stream. I like it. When I was 12, I made a bunch of Fakemon. One of them was, and I quote, a water-fighting type duck Pokemon with a slick haircut. I feel stolen from. No! You gotta get your royalties. You gotta get your royalties for it, Uxie. How many shinies do you have, Buttercup? I have 102. That's amazing. Over 100 is really well done, McRod. I actually don't know. It depends if you're counting Pokemon Go, but I have quite a few. Good job, Ice. That's hard. It is. It is. You did very well. I hope everything's going well with recovery. I wanted to finish all the sewing in one go, but I don't think I'm going to get it, so taking breaks instead. That's probably a better idea. And I find when you take breaks, then you're going to have more energy to be able to do a better job overall. That's another thing I've learned. Sometimes I want to rush and get things done, but you can sometimes see the rushing. So sometimes it's good to break things up, you know? Ooh, how many checks am I going to? I'm actually not too sure today. I'm not too sure. I guess we'll just see how we go, I suppose. I might have to do a quick bathroom break though at some point here, if that's all right. I was lost in thought, lost sight of myself, and that happens. It's the most important thing is how you pull yourself back in. Finally got my shiny Quaxley. It's so beautiful. Congratulations, Tykel. I do love shiny Quaxley. It's an amazing color. I love it. I love it. I think it looks so nice. Well done. Anyway, if anything happens, if you go to the hospital, bring a Switch. It may get long for the doctor. And I should know because I was in the hospital before. Oh, that's a good idea. Having something to play definitely makes it go by a bit quicker. Yeah, Saturn made the grass cat starter. I have 102 without counting Pogo because I hate the go mark. No, that's fair. Nice, Uxie. Is it normal to feel like I'm being selfish when someone does something nice for me? I don't think you should feel selfish. I have felt that, and I used to feel like that a lot. I used to really struggle with people doing nice things for me. I used to struggle with people doing stuff for me, people giving me stuff, people wanting to help me. I used to think I wasn't worthy of it. But the thing is, you do that for people, and you don't think a second thing about it. You help people because you just want to. Why can't they do that for you? You know? And you are worthy. You know? You're doing that because they want to do that. Nothing wrong with that, and you're not selfish for it. I got therapy, things changed, I'm just moved on. I rather listen to the angel than the devil at this point. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. And it's good that you're working on things and doing better and trying to improve yourself. Buttercup off topic, and this gets me emotional, but can you say Rip Pollen? She's my cat and she was my best friend. I get so sad when I realize that she's never coming back. Of course. Rest in peace to Pollen. I'm sure that Pollen was very, very loved. Very, very loved by you, Venom, and I'm sure they had an amazing life. And I know it doesn't mean much, but I'm sending a lot of positive thoughts and love to you that I hope that time will heal your heart a little bit and make it, you know, not so painful. Anyways, I'm going to head out and go get some food. Bye-bye. Thanks for holding these discussions. Of course. No, that's okay, because I thank you again so much for the support. I really do appreciate that. You take care. And it was awesome having you part of the stream as always, all right? Have a good one, and I hope the food is delicious. Would puke at the level of suffering I've been through. Some advice I can give you: listen to yourself. You can accomplish anything in this life, but anything can happen to you as well. Be careful. For sure. And that's the thing. Like, you never know what someone has gone through, what they've been through, what they're going through. And I've come to a point in life where I used to be like, okay, we're getting real now. We're getting real now, guys. I used to be at a point where I was like, why do some people get things so easy and other people get it so hard? I used to think about that a lot. That was like a big thing I would really hang on to. And I think you got to get to the point where you got to realize that doesn't matter. What someone does or doesn't go through, you'll never know fully anyway. Like they could be going through more, but you only see this. And maybe you think you see everything. It doesn't matter if someone just loses one of their favorite shoes and that's the worst thing in the world to them, but then you go through all this stuff and, you know, you feel the same level of pain almost, right? To them doing that. You got to let go of that, like, of the why me and why not them, or why them and why, you know, this and that. Because I think that can also be a hindrance, and then you can get caught up on that. And I used to be for a really long time. I think the biggest thing that you can do, and the biggest thing that I've learned to do, is accepting in life there's a lot of things that we can't change. Also, you might hear Rhino snoring. But I think a massive thing is just realizing the only thing that you can do and the only thing you can control in life is the way that you move forward through things. Things might suck. Things might hurt. Things might be hard. Feel it. Do what you need to do. But the best thing that you can do in the end is get to a point where you're like, okay, I've had these feelings. I felt this way. Now I need to move forward. And what's the game plan going forward? Easier said than done, but it is honestly what I do. I will be sad about something for a bit. I will cry. I will do whatever I need to do. And then I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I felt what I need to feel. We move on now. That's it. I shiny hunted the Gen 9 starters for my friend Living Dex, and it took a couple days for them. Oh, that's awesome. Well done, Athena. Pokemon stealing the ideas. All right, out the paperwork. We're suing the losers. Sounds good, you guys. Sounds good. During this journey alone, you're allowed to have people help you. That's it. And don't feel bad for asking for help if you need it. Never, ever. If you need help, do it, you know? If you have access to it, receive it. Whatever makes it easier for you to cope and get through stuff and move forward, do it. Next thing you know, Pokemon is going to make a water dragon starter like the one I made. I mean, Saturn, we'll have to remember that because it could happen. That's it. Buttercup, I got to go to the gym now, so I'll see you in the next stream. I hope you get the shiny, and I'll make sure to tell you when I get my shiny Mewtwo. All right, bye. Sounds good, Venom. Thank you again for all of the support this stream. I really do appreciate it. You take care and have a wonderful gym session. You got this. I'm sorry for asking so many personal questions that you may not know the answer to. I'm just overthinking everything, and I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being difficult. Don't apologize for your feelings. I think that's another thing. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. You're not doing anything wrong. And like I said, I'm not a psychologist. I don't have all the answers. Just take what I say with a grain of salt. Apply what works and, you know, discard what doesn't. But I think it's reasonable to have questions. I think it's reasonable to feel these types of ways. We're humans after all. It's part of the experience. Like, you know, if you guys met who I was, like, I would say 7 years ago, you would not, I'm not the same person that I was. I've changed a lot, and that took a lot of effort, and it took a lot of introspection, and it took a lot of growth and a lot of stuff, you know, to get here. But that is what it is. We go through hard stuff and it makes us stronger. That's the one good thing about the bad stuff we endure is, if anything, you take lessons from it, and sometimes it is just learning how to get through hard situations. Because now, after all the stuff I've been through, I don't think there's too much that can really shake me anymore. And that being said, I'm not asking for a test, but life will test you when it needs to, and it'll put you in check when it needs to. One time my friend's girlfriend said hi to me, so I said hi back, but my friend got mad at me for talking to his girlfriend, so I just ignore her now because I don't want him to think that I like her. I mean, honestly, I dislike that, because the way that I sort of think is like, if they're your friend, they should talk to you about what makes them uncomfortable. But to me, it seems like your friend might be a little bit insecure, potentially. It's good that you're being a good friend and respecting like what makes him uncomfortable, but he shouldn't get mad at you when you're just being polite, you know? I found a shiny licky tongue. Ooh, congrats, Amits. Do you have any tips for getting healthier? I've been trying to eat healthier and work out, but I keep slumping back into my lazy and unhealthy habits. Do you have any advice to improve? Ooh, good question. Like I said, not a doctor, not a psychologist. So I don't always have the best tips and everything. I find for me, as I get older, I definitely feel now when I don't eat well and when I'm not taking care of myself. I don't know if you're at that point, because I know people who, even that are older than me, and they can eat like rubbish and they can drink all the soft drink and they apparently feel fine. And I can't do that. I feel not good. So for me, I think it's little changes and not doing a drastic jump in. Because for me, whenever I've gone like 2000% in, all in, and then I put all my energy and effort into eating really well and working out like crazy and doing all this stuff, and then I've never been able to maintain it because I burn out. I think the biggest things that you can do for your health are the little things that you can change. So for me, a big thing that I would do is not drinking enough water. So I was like, I can I can check how much water I'm drinking a day and add in an extra, I drink bottles, so I add an extra bottle, but you might do an extra cup. It might be that, you know, I wasn't getting enough vitamin C, so I've added a little vitamin C chew into my day. And that's helped my immune system a lot since I've started doing that. It might just be instead of eating, you know, maybe you eat a whole tub of ice cream. Maybe you go down to eating 3/4 of the tub of ice cream. It's little things like that that are going to still be able to keep you on track with maintaining the changes. But it's not things that are like you feel like you're losing out on. Because the thing is, yeah, you can eat really well and you can hold that for a little bit. But the thing that keeps you going is your own like discipline, right? And eventually there are going to be days that are hard and you're just going to want to cave in. And I think the thing is then you think you've undone everything because you've had a hard day. I think the biggest advice I can give for healthier habits and a healthier living is very small changes that are maintainable, that make you feel like you're not going without, you know? Because, you know, for me, like at the start when I used to eat really bad, the idea of me completely quitting stuff like chocolate and stuff like that was like, there's no way I could do it. But I would try to do it, and then I would have a day where I would binge, and then I'd be like, this is so good. I love eating chocolate. I'm going to go back to doing this again. And then I would fall back into those habits. My thing is, I still let myself have a chocolate if I want to. I let myself still have 2 chocolates a day, 3 chocolates a day if I want to. But everything else that I eat is really good. So I think that is, and that's something that takes time, but it's little changes that are maintainable. Mystical Aura, hi, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you have an amazing day at work, Martin. Thank you so much. You take care. Erickson says, I feel scammed out of $40. I bought FNAF Security Breach a year and a half ago for the PlayStation 5 and they added it to PlayStation Plus. No, I hate when that happens. That was like me with Rainbow Six Siege. I bought it for like $80 and then it was free. I'm now going to go. It was nice being here. Thank you, Maritza. I appreciate that. And you take care too. Keep your unhealthy habits to a minimum and shake the universe. Tiffy's got all the motivation. I love it. Oh no, Ice Angel. Are you able to do a little mouth rinse or something? A balanced diet. My dad was telling me about balanced diet with protein, fat, carbs, and fiber. Chicken and beans is what we had, and it has everything. As somebody who eats a lot of chicken and rice and veggies, I feel that. It's great. Saltwater rinse. That's it. Diets help a lot too, for sure. And you start to feel better too when you make these changes. Hi, Michael. Good to see you. The thing about asking for help is that I can't describe what I'm feeling because I don't know what's wrong with me. I just know I hate myself and I don't know what to do and I blame myself for everything. Yeah, I think that's going to be a lot of stuff where that's hard to get out of. And I think the biggest thing is you got to already appreciate the fact that you don't want to be in this place. That's already huge. The fact that you don't want to feel how you feel is already a big thing. And if you can cling on to that, I don't want to feel like this, cling on to that and use that. Because eventually you start to think, well, I don't deserve to feel like this all the time. I shouldn't feel like this all the time. I've already suffered enough. I've already gone through enough. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And sometimes, you know, I can say 1,000,001 things and maybe nothing will get through. But I think the biggest thing is when the time is ready and you are at a place where you're like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. You will be amazed at what you can get through and what you can push through. But I'm just saying, I'm rooting for you, Aquawolf, and you shouldn't hate yourself because you are awesome. We all have things, and I would say if you dislike yourself, look at the things you can change because, you know, there's no point focusing on things you can't. Focus on the things that you can change and work on those and just start with something small. If anything, look at the things about yourself that you like. For me, the first thing I could tell myself that I liked about myself was my compassion for animals. That was my first compliment I ever gave myself. I was like, that's pretty cool. I care a lot about animals. That is a small thing, but now I can say I'm at a point where I don't hate myself anymore. And it's a progress, baby stepping stones, but you'll get there. Sorry to say this, but in the middle of the deep talk, but oh my gosh, the Late Guardian theme is awesome. It's so good, isn't it? No, don't be sad. Listen, it's great. I love it. I love all of it. The deep talks, I love the talks where we're talking about random stuff. I mean, it's all good to me. No need to apologize. My mum's at work at the psych ward and she tells me some crazy stories. Yeah, as someone who had family that was in that, it is full on. No, you're a good Aquawolf. Like I said, I think the only thing, like, it's if you want to change, that's where my thing is. I think I can't give advice and nothing I say will get through to someone who wants to stay in that place. Like if you don't want to change, if you don't want to get better, that's the only time I'm like, well, I have nothing. I can't say anything because nothing's going to help. But clearly you don't want to be in that place. And I think that's awesome that you want to get out of it. Yeah, scribbling and writing stuff down. I actually have a diary that I write in. I used to write in it every day and I stopped doing that. And I've started doing it again. And I just write down every thought that I have that I don't want or that's bugging me. I write it down and then you'd be surprised how much that takes it out of your head. I don't know when I'll return to Roblox, maybe one day. That's fair. Look at me and all you see is the debris of a defective outcast. That was very prolific, Mitz. Not me listening to this while opening a pack of cookies. Hey, enjoy those cookies. Like I said, I eat pretty well, but I still have my treats. Like I said, I might eat mostly chicken, rice, and vegetables. But don't get it twisted. I don't think I'll ever be able to give up my Pepsi Max. Maybe one day if I have to, but for now, this makes me happy, so I'm not going to get rid of it. And it's, you know, it doesn't... At this point in time, I've gotten really good with managing how much of it I drink, to be fair, but I've definitely had times where I drink maybe a little too much. But, you know, I think I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything like that. I don't have a horrendous diet. I work out and stuff. If I want to have a Pepsi Max or two, I'm going to have a Pepsi Max or two. It is what it is. Shine. Oh, that's funny. But the final Splatfest of Splatoon 3 is coming up soon, and the theme is what is the most important to you? And the team options are past and present versus future. What team would you be? What's the most important? Ooh, I would say probably the present. Do what I do. Embrace what you can't change because we all went dark a long time ago. Be a real Goliath. Know you can have a nice life. Listen to your shadow whisperer.